Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. It is finally here. It is time to play Game 15 of the Madden season. So, with our final opponent being the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going to need a lot of Packer luck today. Got my Packers hat on that I recently got. My phone is now decked out with the Packers logo. I'm not necessarily a superstitious man, but boy, I can certainly tell you this will be a tough game for us. As I get myself set up real quick. There we go. Alright, so let's look at how this season has gone for us so far. Looking at the team schedule. Very first game of the season against the 49ers at home. Won 90-0. At Paul Brown Stadium against the Bengals, we played and we won 63-31. Against the Broncos at home, we barely squeaked out a win at 23-21. The Buccaneers, we played them at their home stadium, 41-24. A close battle at Lambeau Field between the Packers and the Chargers. A very close victory for us with a 13-10 win. The Colts, strongest opponent faced in terms of quarterback accuracy and quarterback strength. A massive beating as we knock them out 41-15. Then we head back home to play against the Miami Dolphins. Almost a complete shutout with a score of 41-7. Almost 3 weeks in a row where we scored 41 points. We then go to the next game, Game 8 against the Falcons, a blowout win, 23-0. Then we went up against the Bears, a massive victory there, with a score of 46-7. We then go on to the Bills, a rather close game for a chunk of it, but we managed to squeeze them out, winning 37-28. We then head back home where we play against the Cleveland Browns in a very close last moment win. We beat them 24-21. We then played against the Cardinals where we beat them up terribly, winning 48-0. 48-0 against the Arizona Cardinals. The Chiefs, we played them. We barely beat them out, and then the game froze, and then I simmed the game, and we ended up winning again, except a little bit bigger. So we ended up winning by the sim 27-14. We play against the Dallas Cowboys, where the Cowboys did take the lead early on, but we rallied back, beating them 35-20. And now we play our biggest opponent yet, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles with a 9-win, 5-loss record. One of the better ones in the NFL right now, minus the Falcons and the Bucks with a 10-5 victory. But here's the thing. They've played one less game. If the Eagles win this game, they tie themselves up with the other two teams. Before we go into the big game, let's look at statistics. In the standings, we lead with a win-loss record of 14-0. We have a 100% record. We lead in, I think it's passing failed. Passing attempts, the Bengals lead, I believe. At home, we are 7-0. On the road, we are 7-0. As we look at the teams individually, on offense, the Colts are the strongest with the total yards. Offensive yards, we lead with 5,489 yards. The Colts behind us by a reasonable amount. Passing yards, the Colts beat us, but we are right there in second place. Rushing yards, the Falcons are in the lead. We are right there in second. Points per game, we lead with 39.4 average points per game. Passing touchdowns, the Colts lead us against 33-32, but with a passing touchdown today, we tie them. Any more, we win it. Rushing touchdowns, we have the most with 32. First downs, the Falcons take the lead with that, and we sit back in 5th place. In sacks allowed, the Eagles have taken the least amount of sacks, but we sit there in 2nd. Could today change? Could we potentially sack the Eagles enough that we end up becoming 1st in the league? In terms of individual, to go back to the defense at least. The defense is led by the Bengals in total yards. Passing yards, we are in the lead. Rushing yards, in the lead. Points per game, in the lead. Sacks, we lead with 65 sacks. Interceptions, we lead with 34. Fumbles recovered, the Broncos lead. We don't really have many fumbles, at least this season. We only sit at 4, which is good. On an individual basis, in terms of passing, the highest quarterback rating would go to Damon Huard, and Favre sits back in 5th place at 97. In terms of yards, Peyton Manning leads with Brett Favre in 2nd. In terms of touchdowns, Manning also in the lead with Favre in 2nd. Jake Plummer leads with interceptions. Completions, Peyton Manning leads. Attempts, Alex Smith leads. Completion percentage, Damon Huard, who played very little, has a 100%. Average, Danny Cannell of the Broncos leads. We sit back at 2nd in average. Yards per game, Peyton Manning with a 255.3 yards per game. Brett Favre, 232 yards, 0.7 per game. In terms of sacks, Alex Smith has the most. Brett Favre sits rather far back with only 30 sacks this season. A little high, but not bad. On the long plays, we lead. The longest throw that we've done this season was an 89-yard long throw completion to our wide receiver. We lead the NFL in that. In rushing, Amon Green leads with 26 touchdowns. He leads with the most attempts. In terms of yards per game, he leads with 151.9 yards per game. In terms of fumbles, the most is Michael Vick with 13 fumbles. Breaking tackles, Willis McGee of the Buffalo Bills leads with 105. After first hit, Amon Green leads 20 yards. Not too bad. We can definitely make up and take the lead from this, as we need 20-yard breaks. We only have to do 3 of them. On a long, Tatum Bell of the Broncos has the most. Amon Green sits back at 74 yards. Not bad at all. In terms of receiving, Anquan Bolden of the Arizona Cardinals leads. In terms of yards, Javon Walker of the Packers leads it. In terms of best average, Walker leads. Touchdowns, Chad Johnson leads, but if we get just a few more touchdowns with Walker, he can win it. Yards per game, Javon Walker leads. I think that's yards per carry, or yard average carry. Edwin James leads it. The average, James Mungo of the Colts. On a long, Javon Walker with 89 yards. In blocking, Chad Clifton leads with 141 pancakes. And Reuben Brown leads the Bears with sacks. On the defensive end, Rob Morris of the Colts leads in tackles. In terms of tackle loss, Nick Barnett leads. In terms of sacks, Vonnie Holiday leads with 14 sacks. 8 interceptions by Mark Roman this season. 164 interception yards by Sammy Knight of the Chiefs. Ed Hartwell leads in interception average, interception long, with the biggest one was by Ahmad Carroll of the Packers. Pass deflected 20, with Al Harris with 18. A very, very good record for the Packers. Ed Hartwell leads with forced fumbles. Brian Urlacher leads with fumble recovery, and then in terms of yards, Ed Hartwell holds the lead. In blocks, Joselio Hansen leads. Safeties, Scott Fuhita leads in safeties. Defensive touchdowns, Ed Hartwell leads. In kicking, Doug Bryan leads with field goal management, I believe. Field goal attempts, Nate Kading leads. Field goal percentage, Matt Turk leads. Longest field goal was by Lawrence Tynes of the Chiefs. Ryan Longwell with no field goal blocks. And with the best XPM, extra point attempts, and extra point completion, 93% for Longwell. A good list of kickers with the best number there. And with all these stats, as I show them off, we're going to go ahead and get ready to show the final game of the year, of the regular season at least. I don't know what's going to happen after this game is completed, but we will see. So this is a home field advantage. We have the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. We are ready to get this game going. Let's see what we can do. Let's do this.
We're here at historic Lambeau Field, and the fans are ready to go. It should be an exciting game featuring two teams from the AFC North as Green Bay matches up against Philadelphia. And let's go to the field for the coin toss. Both teams eager to get today's action started, so let's go to the field. Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 7, the 20, the 30. The returner found some room to run. First and 10.
Raining here in Green Bay.
The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Tucks it away. Adams is there on the stop. Just about 3 yards on that draw. Second and 7. The Eagles with a 4-man front. Brown is there for the tackle. Should be very interesting to see how this one turns out with two great quarterbacks.
Yeah, the thing I like about both of these guys is that they have a lot of poise. You never see either of these guys with happy feet, nor do they try and force a pass that they shouldn't. This one should be a lot of fun.
Green, the lone back. Handed off to the back. Nice play finish. On the move. Jumps up. He has it. Good pass play that goes for big yardage, John.
He always seems to make the big catch in the big situation. He attacks the defense with the routes that he runs, and when he gets into space, hey, watch out.
The Eagles come out in a nickel pack. Hand off to the tailback. Adams is there on the stop. The linebacker brought him down to the turf. The first down marker is just inside the 13. They jumped early and got flagged.
First down.
So he's called for encroachment.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
Green, the lone back. He gets the carry. Dawkins brings him down. A very impressive stop by the defense on first down and goal. Six yards to go for a touchdown. Only one man in the backfield. Hands it off. Dropped behind the line for a loss of a couple. Trying to run it in on second and goal. No dice. It's third and goal at the 7-yard line. The Eagles come out in a nickel package. Play action. Throws on the run. Walker was the intended receiver on that play.
Number 8 in to attempt the field goal.
The kick is up. The try is good. So no touchdown this time, just 3 points.
To do well in regards to the first quarter. I think we can turn our luck around.
Booming kick downfield. From the 2-yard line. The offense just about ready to go as they take the field for their first possession. Ball on their own 22. Pack line up in a 4-3. Gives the ball off. Miller is there on the stop. Westbrook battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. The Packers with a 4-man front. Receives the handoff. Dives and brings him down at the 33. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs. Ball on their own 33. Owens is lined up on the right. Gets the pass off. Nearly intercepted. Harris with the coverage. The Eagles come out with 3 receivers tight. Breaking through. Brummer makes the tackle. A 15-yard gain right there on second down. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Ball at about midfield. Owens is on the right of the formation. Looking for room. Great fake. Closing in. No chance to get it off as they closed on him very quickly.
The defensive coordinator teaches his guys to be very aggressive out there on defense. He has a lot of confidence in his cornerback, and he's willing to leave them out there in single coverage on an island. So they'll blitz on just about any down, looking for a big play.
Barnett with the tackle. The linebacker comes up to make the tackle. And they'll face a long 3rd down here. Owens is lined up on the right.
Encroachment number 74. Still
The
third
team
down.
with the most discipline is the team that doesn't commit stupid penalties, and they're the team that usually executes better.
Come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. Picked off. It's intercepted. Beautiful interception by Diggs.
Yeah, he was back there watching the quarterback the whole way. And he just beat the receiver to the ball.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. Walker lines up on the right side. That's the call. Nice play fake. With the pass, incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
Number 80
was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Dawkins was there on the coverage. Only one man back. It's free. Ball on the 40-yard line. Far back in the shotgun. Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure. Down he goes. Quarterback goes the wrong way here.
Yeah, when you drop back to pass and you feel the rush coming, the best option is to step up in the pocket and let the defenders go by you. And then if it isn't there, you roll to the outside. But you never, ever, ever go backward.
Drops back. Rolls left with the throw. Brown records the stop. Brett Favre appears to have sustained an injury and will make his way to the sideline under his own power.
All right. Let's get our coaching strategy out.
Noel will now get some snaps after the injury to the quarterback. The Eagles come out in a 4-3. He loses it. The Packers pick it up. First down marker just inside the 17. The Eagles with a four-man front. Looking upfield. Play action. Getting some air under this one. Looking for his man deep. Incomplete. Drop was the intended receiver on that play. Brown with the coverage. From the gun. Unleashes the deep ball. Almost picked off. Johnny's able to tip it away again. Longwell needs to put everything he has into this one. And it's up.
It's not good.
Clearly not the result he was looking for. After the missed field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 41. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Tucks it away. Fakes the handoff. Picked off. It's intercepted. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great return after the interception. Good blocking, and no one was able to run him down. The kicker lines up for the point after. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Pack are lined up for the kickoff. Nice distance. From the 3-yard line. The defensive unit forced an interception the last time they were on the field. Ball on their own 22. Smith, the man in motion. Hands it off. Carroll makes the play. And that's a gain of about 8. Brett Favre returns to the game after being shaken up earlier. They come out in the nickel. Hand off to the tailback. Azabiamila comes up to make the play. So he took the delayed handoff and picked up enough for the first down. So they have 1st and 10 here. The Packers come out in a nickel package. Tucks it away. Is there for the tackle.
This is a great block. Watch here. He just barrels into the defender, taking him right off the turf. Now that is a textbook block right there.
Green Bay has jumped out to an early lead as the first quarter comes to a close with the score 10-0. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. First and 10. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. With the carry, Barnett comes up to make the play. Nice tackle by the linebacker. They have to get the ball inside the 42 to convert. Packers come out in a nickel package. Big is there for the tackle. Westbrook, it's the handoff on the delay, brings it ahead for about a yard. They have to get the ball inside the 42 to convert.
See if we can stop him here.
The Packers come out in a nickel package. And right after the quarterback's defensive end spot.
And the sack really helps in the game of field position. It puts them in a long yardage situation, and that gives the advantage to the defense.
Here's the kick. Fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 26-yard line.
Ball on their own 26.
How rainy it is. I'm trying to keep the ball.
The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Adams with the tackle at the 28-yard line. Green battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. It's second down and 8 to go. Walker lines up on the right side. On the run. Ooh, nearly picked off. Good timing getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain. The Eagles come out in a nickel package. Looking upfield. Fakes the handoff. Rolling right. There was a sack to the defense and man-to-man coverage.
When you play man-to-man that well, it limits a quarterback's options, and it'll result in a sack sometimes.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. To the 31-yard line.
45-yard punt. Return to a gain of 2 yards.
Ball on their own 34. Owens is on the right of the formation. He tucks it away. Great fake. Pressure coming with the pass. Almost intercepted. Big had his hands on it.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. And that's a break for the offense.
Nickelback in this time. Pinkston, the man in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Thomas comes up to make the play. Westbrook couldn't get out of the backfield. Ball on their own 34.
Let's see what I can do here.
Owens lines up on the right side. Steps up into the pocket. Throwing. He hits his receiver. Carroll makes the tackle. Keep the drive alive on that catch by Owens.
And that's what he does. If you need a big third down play and you need a first down, you look for this guy.
Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Harris is there on the stop. That's a 12-yard gain on first down. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Bajabiamila is the guy who's there to bring him down. Westbrook couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly. The first down marker is just inside the 32. Buckle, the lone back. Breaking free. Breaks the tackle. Little is there for the tackle.
On the carry. 7-yard gain.
Seventh play of this drive. They need about 3. The Packers come out on a nickel package. Throwing. The pass ball's incomplete. He'll have to really get it because it'll be about a 53-yard attempt. He gets the kickoff. Clearly not the result he was looking for. So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 43. The Eagles come out in a nickel package. Adams records the stop. Second and 8. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. They'll spot this one at the 44-yard line. Ball on their own 44. The Eagles come out in a nickel package. Drops back. Gets rid of it. Drops the interception.
The pass ball's incomplete. Number 8, the intended receiver on the play.
He comes out to punt for the second time. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 13-yard line.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Throwing. And it's complete. Diggs makes the play at the 21-yard line. Not quite far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation. Because on second and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Hand it off. Breaks free. Barnett comes up to make the play. Fighting for yardage that time. He's able to reel off a nice gain. 2-minute warning coming up. And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Owens is on the right of the formation. Throws it. And he hits his target. Carroll records the tackle. They'll head right back to the line.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Dropping back. Under pressure. Throwing. This pass is incomplete.
The quarterback will be better off taking a sack here than throwing it away, because he doesn't want the clock to stop if they don't get the first. So if no one's there, he should just tuck the ball and slide when he has to.
Closing in. Incomplete. Good call by the defense as they sent the corner on a blitz.
He just had too much pressure in his face to see anything, and he threw one out there. Lucky for him, it wasn't picked off.
Johnson is back to punt. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
The Eagles come out in a nickel package. Brown comes up to make the play. What a run, netting them a first down. Ball on their own 40. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Gets the toss to the right. Slips the tackle. Runs through the tackle. They had a tough time bringing him down, but finally do before he gets to the marker.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles. They're going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
The Eagles come out in a 4-3. Trot is there for the tackle.
Hey, this is why you run those 2-minute drills in practice in a situation like this. The only difference is this isn't the scout team defense.
The Eagles with a 4-man front. Breaking free. Dawkins comes up to make the play. Running hard, going right through the arm tackles. Fifth play of this drive. Less than a yard to go. Walker is lined up on the right. Gets the call. Nice play fake. Rolls out to his left. Throws it. Henderson was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Time for the defense to play up tight and bump those receivers. If they do that, they can disrupt any short patterns that the quarterback is planning on throwing to.
The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Jones brings him down. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down. Green Bay will call a timeout here.
The defense has to come up big, or they'll find themselves in a big hole for the second half. They have to focus on not allowing a touchdown and forcing them to settle for a field goal.
Walker is on the right of the formation. Pressure, and he's hit as he throws. He gets nailed just as he released it.
He decided to try and pass it, but he was taking so much heat that it just kind of wobbled out of there.
The Eagles come out in a 4-3. Pressure coming, dragged down from behind. Good coverage scheme there, creating problems for the quarterback.
He's had a tough time making reads when the defense mixes up their zone. What you want to do is look to the middle of the field or the seam right between the corner and the safety for completion.
Looking to run it here. Great fake. Launches it deep to the left. He has it. Brown stops him. Barr stops the clock with that timeout. They're 11 yards away from the end zone. Walker is lined up on the right. On the ground. They'll go with a play fake. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Right before the end of the quarter.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. The point after is good. So after the first 2 quarters of play, the score is 17-0. Here we go, the second half, just about set for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one is taken by Hood. The Eagles will need to get something going in a hurry here in the third quarter. Ball on their own 32. Owens lines up on the right side. Going to the air on first down. Flings it to the outside. Little is there on the stop. And it'll be second and less than 2 following that pass for decent yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got second and short, you can call just about anything and everything. Because if you don't get it on this play, you can always go back out there on third, and you still only need a yard or 2 for the first down.
Throws it. Thomas comes up to make the play.
The catch is made.
Well
for
placed. He
first
puts it
down.
just enough in front of his receiver, and it's a first down. McNabb with splitbacks. Lewis, the motion man. Gives the ball off. And stops him. That was the defensive end who got the tackle after a short gain. It's second down and 9 to go.
Let's see what we can do here.
Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. They brought the house on that play, John, getting in there to bring him down.
And when you bring that many guys, you better get it there before he throws it. Because if he can get it to one of those receivers, a lot of times it's 6 points.
Dropping back, under pressure, and he just can't hang on. Looked like a sure bet for a completion, but he dropped it.
I think he was trying to do something with it before he had it. You have to look the pass into your hands and secure it before you start thinking about running it downfield.
Here's the kick. Won't take a chance trying to return this one. The Eagles grab the live ball. It looks like they might have reached him just a little bit early.
Personal foul. Kick catching interference on the kicking team. Number 51.
The Eagles
First
are
down.
called for the penalty on the return. First and 10. The Eagles with a 4-man front. Jones comes up to make the play. 13-yard gain on first down.
Why don't you show the defense what a finely tuned machine you are?
Give it to the halfback. He loses it. The Eagles are there to pick up the ball. That ball just squirted right out of his hands.
He never had a good handle on that thing. A lot of guys will wear gloves to help him hold on to the ball, but even if you do, you still got to wrap it up and protect it. Or you're going to see a lot of balls popping out like that.
Closing in, throwing. The pass ball's incomplete, and he throws incomplete because he had major pressure.
The corner came on a blitz and he sprinted for the quarterback. Guys love the opportunity to get a sack. And that time he just missed taking him down.
Smith in motion. Drops back. They brought an all-out blitz, John, and took him down for the loss.
They get pressure on him from all angles. He didn't have a chance.
Owens lines up on the right side. Dropping back. Incomplete pass. He's lucky he got that one off, John. The defense brought everyone on the blitz.
And that's the idea. Bring the blitz and force him to throw before he wants to.
3 plays. They lost yardage. Here comes the punter. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 29-yard line.
Ball on their own 29. The Eagles come out in a nickel package. He gets the handoff on the left. Trot is there on the stop. Gain of about 5. About 4 to go. The Eagles with a 4-man front. Hand off to the tailback. Can't tackle. Dawkins is there for the tackle.
This is tough running here. Let's watch him as he gets through right here. And he breaks a tackle and he keeps moving forward. I tell you, this guy's hard to bring down.
Crosses it right. Jones is there on the stop. Gain of about a yard there. Second and 9 coming up here. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Walker is there for the tackle. Green battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Fifth play of this drive. 7 yards to go. They come out in the nickel.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Still third down.
So they'll have to run another play.
Yep, and there's no play in the playbook when you're third and this long.
Third and long after the penalty. Walker is lined up on the right. Drops back with the pass. Incomplete pass. And the receiver is not able to make the adjustment for the underthrown ball. Hunter will have his third chance coming up here. Here's the kick. Andy signals for the fair catch. So they have 1st and 10 here. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Roman stops him for negative yardage. He laid a good hit on him there for his 5th tackle of the game. McNabb didn't exactly put on a passing clinic in that first half, and this graphic will spotlight his problem areas. Owens lines up on the right side. Pressure, gets the pass off. He finds his man. Carroll pulls him down at the 23-yard line. 3rd and 7. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Pressure coming with the pass. And it's complete. Midfield, the 40. Little comes up to make the play. A 41-yard pickup. Pack come out in a nickel package. They give it to the halfback. Diggs makes the tackle. Westbrook battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. They need to reach the 25 to convert. McNabb with a man in motion. Gets rid of it. Nearly intercepted. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion. And this is the 6th play of this drive.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
With the pass. And it's caught. Harris is there on the stop at the 20. The defense gets hit with a penalty that'll give them a 1st down after it should have been a 4th down. 7th play of this drive. They're in field goal range. Inside the 20 for the first time today, and we're in the 3rd quarter. Pass play here on 1st down. Under pressure. Good pass rush that time, John. They brought everyone on the blitz, and he went down hard.
That's one of those cases where they have more rushers than you have blockers. When you get the blitz coming, you have to go to your hot receiver in that situation.
Closing in. Previous Hunt got to the quarterback again. His second sack.
The offensive line is going to have to talk about how they can slow this guy down. I would start to slide towards him.
He's completed 3/4 of play, and the score is 17-0. Ninth play of this drive, within scoring distance. Owens is lined up on the right. Throws it. Incomplete pass. An errant pass that time. So they're lining up for the kick. This will be a 42-yard attempt. The kick is up.
It's not good.
Off the upright. No good. After the missed field goal, they'll set up shop at the 31. The Eagles come out in a 4-3. Trot comes up to make the play. Green didn't have much to work with on that running play. So it's 2nd and 10. The Eagles with a 4-man front. Looks like somebody got off the line a little early here.
False start on the offense. Number 7.
Moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down, you can't move until the ball snaps.
Green is on the right of the formation. Dropping back. Rolls out to his left. Throwing. And he steps out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Look here. He does two things perfectly on this play. One, he watches the ball all the way into his hands to make the catch. And two, he shows great awareness and gets both feet down in bounds. That's a nice looking play.
The main question now is there a look at this where we can see a close-up of where his feet came down? Initially, I thought that he had it.
I don't know. It looks like the ball was squirting around in there as he went out of bounds.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. The defense will be charged with timeout.
It was a close call, but there just wasn't enough evidence to reverse it.
This is one of these cases where it's better to be safe than sorry.
He hands it off. Setting up play action. Rolls left. Gets the pass off. Brown makes the play. Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down. Within scoring distance. The Eagles come out in a 4-3. Cross play to the right. Jones comes up to make the play at the 23. The halfback gets the toss, picks up about 2. They'll need to get the ball inside the 15 to convert for the first. The Eagles with a 4-man front. With the pass, almost picked off. Didn't look off the defender, and he's lucky that one wasn't
the
picked.
intended receiver on the play.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. The Eagles come out in a nickel package. Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it.
No, not again.
Ooh, nearly picked off. The defender got in between the ball and the receiver again. Ryan Long ends up to attempt what will be about a 40-yard field goal. And it's up.
It's good.
The field goal attempt is good. They're up by 20 now following the field goal. So a successful drive when you look at the fact they did get 3 points out of it.
The key to winning is having your drives get some sort of points for your team. They got it done on that drive. I'm sure they'll think a touchdown for their next one.
From the 3-yard line, the 20, missed. The offense back on the field again after their last drive ended with a botched field goal attempt. McNabb using split back. Thomas pulls him down. Even though they're trailing, the coach seems unwilling to abandon the ground game. Owen is lined up on the right. Gets the pass off, and he hits his target. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's what bringing a blitz will do. It'll force you to make the throw before you want to. They're just lucky he didn't throw it to the other team.
The Packers come out in a nickel package. Dropping back, gets rid of it, and the catch is made. Carroll is there for the tackle.
Reception, 5-yard gain on the play.
4th and maybe 1. Green Bay will call a timeout here. Fourth and 1 coming up. They give it to the halfback. Little makes the tackle, but it's beyond the marker, so they pick up a first down. Good job getting past the sticks on that run. So they have 1st and 10 here. Only one man in the backfield. Hands it off. Ajabiamila is there on the stop. Play calling is very surprising considering the size of the deficit.
This is not a good time to sneak in a running play. They need lots of yards real fast.
Throws it. Comes up with it. Carroll makes the tackle at the 45. Pinkston makes the catch. Goes for about 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Pressure coming. That's a corner blitz, and he gets there.
He does a good job at timing his blitzes perfectly. When you can blitz your cornerbacks effectively from the outside or from the slot, it can really create confusion in the protection scheme.
Here's the punt. Andy waves for the fair catch. And their aggressiveness there might have cost them. Here's the call.
Kick catching interference on the kicking team. Number 51.
The Eagles commit the foul on the return, so they'll get pushed back. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Dawkins makes the tackle at the 39-yard line. Big gain on that play, 19 yards on 1st down. The Eagles come out in a 4-3. Lewis comes up to make the play. To convert for the first, they'll have to get the ball inside the 29-yard line. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Hurst gets right in there and brings him down. To convert for the first, they'll have to get the ball inside the 29-yard line. Dimebacks in for this play. With the carry, great fake. Rolling out to his right. Shepard is there for the tackle.
First down.
Ball 1 foot away. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Silver, 35.
Ball on the 1. 5th play of this drive. 2 minutes left.
72.
Trying to sneak. Touchdown, Packers.
Great job up front. Watch the line of scrimmage. The linemen get a good push, and they make just enough room for him to get on through there.
And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. The Pack continue to increase their lead. And that drive, John, is capped off with the touchdown.
The thing was, they looked methodical in their approach. They were calm, executed well, and seemed very much in control.
Sends it sailing. From the 1. The 20. The Eagles will look to put together a late drive as they take over. Ball on their own 26. Owens is on the right of the formation. He'll pass on first down. Under pressure.
I think I'd run out of things to say about this guy. And that's not easy to do.
Let's see how this defense handles the no-huddle. Drops back. Closing in. Goes to the ground. They want to hurry it up here. McNabb stops the clock there. Ball on their own 20.
I don't know what's going to happen after this game.
Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Throwing. He was tipped. No choice here, John. They just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good now.
It's 4th and a mile, so out comes the punter. Here's the punt.
Philadelphia the most today was really bad.
And so the punt goes out of bounds.
At the 39-yard line.
Especially on the punts.
Ball on their own 39. Out of the shotgun. This one is handed off. Trotter makes the tackle at the 41. Ball on their own 41. Farr scans the defense from the gun. Drops back, throwing on the run. Broken up. Foregoing the run as they throw here in the 4th quarter, despite the fact they're leading.
Incomplete passes are never going to put a team away for you. You got to trust your running game to keep the chains moving when you have the lead late in the game.
Green is lined up on the right.
Gray, 53. White, 72.
With the throw. And it's caught. He read the defense well, came back to his left and completes it for a first down. Ball on the 37-yard line. Carroll is our horse trailer player of the game. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Running with a lot of room in front. Brown is there for the tackle at the 20-yard line. Big gain of 17 on first down. The Eagles come out in a 4-3. The 10. Dawkins makes the stop. Green moves his rushing total over 150 on that carry. Simon stops the play in the backfield. A very impressive stop by the defense on first down and goal. 6 yards to go for a touchdown. The Eagles line up in a 4-3. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Farr stops the clock with that timeout. So this should be an easy three. The kick is up. The attempt is good. And time runs out. The game is over. The final score is Green Bay 30, Philadelphia 0.
Wow. What a game.
Thank you for attending today's ball game.
Honest to
Please
God,
drive
I
home
feel like
safely.
the Eagles were going to be a really, really tough team. They weren't. They were very, very easy. I had more competition against the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Browns this season. And the Chiefs. Gotta give credit to the Chiefs. The Chiefs almost stopped. Didn't do much on throwing there today, but that's okay. Sometimes doing more of the running plays will help. Got the stats and info. 323 yards of total offense. 151 rushing, 172 passing, which is good. 17 first downs. Little high on some of the fumbles at least today. Four penalties on us, but 3 penalties against the Eagles. They beat us in penalty yards. The Eagles had more penalty yards, which saved our butts a few times. 13 minutes, 16 seconds was the possession time for the Packers. 10 minutes, 44 seconds possession for the Eagles. Brett Favre threw 1 touchdown, so that kind of stinks. I think that if our passing game was a little bit higher and it probably wasn't raining, I would have felt a little bit more comfortable doing throwing plays. So we don't beat Manning, but we did get closer, at least. McNabb just had a terrible, terrible game. Favre ran in for a touchdown. He was the only one that did a running touchdown. Donald Driver was the only one that got a touchdown. By far the biggest person that made goals today was Ryan Longwell, our kicker. He kicked the best, and he nailed 3 out of 4 of them, so he got a 75%. Alright, so that's the end of the game. Now the big question is do we go into a semifinal? Do we go into a final, or is that the end of the series? That's the grand question. With that win, that is a 15-win, no-loss record. That was perfect. Oh, we do have a playoffs. Falcons versus Packers. You know what? I'm going to stream again in just a moment. I'm going to start another new live stream so other people can see it. And then also, this can be separate because this is now the playoffs. So, I'll be back in a little while. Thank you for watching the very last game of the regular season. Packers versus Eagles. We won. Now we get to play the Falcons.